vertical and adjacent angles. Today we will continue in this lesson, inshallah. Good morning for all. And yesterday, guys, let's remember just what we did yesterday. Yesterday we named the angles, we give names for the angles, and we talked about vertical angles. Now let's remember the vertical angles, guys. If we have two intersected lines like this one, focus here, and if I have two intersected lines, I will have four angles between them. This is, I will call it angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, and angle 4. Now, angle 1 and angle 3, we call them vertical angles. Angle 1 and angle 3, we call them vertical angles, and they are equal in the measurement. They are equal. Angle 2 and angle 4, we call them vertical angles. Vertical angles, forget that. And they are also equal in measurements. So, for example, if angle 2 is 30 degree, angle 4 should be also 30 degree. If angle 1 is 150 degree, angle 3 also should be 150 degree. Got it? This is the vertical angles. Now let's go to do some examples about them from our book. Now we are on page, I think, before that, I'll give you example, guys. I'll give you example. It is something like this. Let's do this example. If we have two intersected angles like these ones, okay, and here we have 4x minus 5 degree. Here, this angle, the measurement of this angle is 4x minus 15 degree. This is the measure of the angle, 4x minus 15. Not a number, it's given as algebraic expression, okay? And here we have 75 degree. 75 degree. And the question wants us to find the value of x. Find the value of x. Now let's talk about these two angles. Now this angle and this angle, we said 1 and 3, they are vertical and they are equal in the measure. In their measures, they are equal. So because this angle and this angle are vertical, then they should be equal. They should be equal, which means 4x minus 5 should be equal to 75 degree. Should be equal. Why should be equal? I need to justify this step. Justify means to tell the reason. To tell the reason why they are equal. It's enough to write between two brackets here. They are what? They are vertical. Vertical means they are equal. Okay. Now, after I made my equation here, I can solve it, and it's two-step equation. Two-step equation. And I think with Mr. Shadi, you took this kind of equation. You solve two-step equations. We did two-step inequalities, me and you and Mr. Shadi, you did two-step equations. Let's do them together here to find the value of x. I want a student to help me here. Rashid, go ahead, Rashid. Yalla. How we solve this equation? Hello.
Yes, Mr. I didn't understand, Mr.
You don't understand what? The example?
Aywa.
We have two intersected lines, and here this is angle and this is angle. They are given, okay?
Yes.
This one given as 4x minus 5, and this one given as 75 degree. Now, in the previous here, what we call angle 1 and angle 3, what we call them?
Vertical.
Vertical angles. And the vertical angles are what?
Equal.
Are equal. That's why I put them equal here. Got it?
Okay.
Now, what I will do, the question wants us to find the value of x here. See this x?
Yes, Mr.
The question wants us to find the value of x. So I put them equal because they are vertical. Now I will solve the equation. You see them?
Yes.
Yeah, let's solve the equation. Well, what we will do here? Do you know?
No, Mr.
Mister, this is -5. I need to get rid of
Okay.
it. How?
Negative will add both.
Add what? Hello?
Yes, yes, Mr.
How we get rid of this -5? Do you know?
Yeah, we'll add both sides.
We will add both sides with what? With -5,
With
right?
negative 5, yeah.
So this is our equation, guys. I will rewrite the equation for x
Yes.
minus 5 equals 75. And I will add 5 as Rashid said, right?
Yeah.
Now, -5 with +5, they are gone. What is still here, ya Rashid?
For x
For x. And here, what's
equal
this equal?
80.
80. Now I want a value of x. What I will do?
I will divide
Both sides with?
with a positive 4.
Exactly. I will divide both sides with 4. Now 4
Yeah.
with 4 is gone. Still x equals
X.
what? 80 divided
X
by
equal
4,
80.
how much?
20.
You understand?
Yeah.
Now look here, Mr.
Thank you,
Rashid.
Mr.
If you replace x, look here.
Yeah.
X is how much? 20, right?
20, yeah.
Replace x, this x with 20, okay?
Yeah.
4 multiply 20, how much?
4 multiply 20, 80.
80 minus 5, how much?
75.
Which is the same of this, right?
Yes, it's
So
equal.
they should be equal. Do you understand it, Yabni?
Yes, Mr. Thanks.
This is the example, guys. Let's do the example 1, page, example 3, page 395 together. Example 3, please. So we are in example 3 now, page 395. All of you go there. Okay, Khalid. Yalla ya Khalid.
Okay, Mr.
Khalid, what we have? We have two intersected lines here. Focus, guys. Focus, please. Two intersected lines here, and they gave us the angles up and down. What they wrote up here?
They wrote 2x plus 2 degrees.
2x plus 2 degree, and here
130.
130 degree. Degree, guys, means this is the measure of the angle. Don't forget that, okay?
Yes.
Now, what the question wants, read the question, right? Read the
Write
question.
and solve an equation to find the value of x.
So we need to find the value of x here. Now, what we call these two given angles?
Intersected, vertical line.
What we call them? We call
Vertical.
them what? Vertical angles. And the vertical angles are what, ya Khalid?
Are equal.
So what I will do here, tell me.
We write 2x plus 2.
2x plus 2 should be equal to?
Equal 130, yes.
Why they are equal? We need to justify this step, guys. It's enough to write between two brackets because Khalid, wait, Habibi, wait. Now,
Okay.
if you go to the question, guys, the question said, write
And
and
solve.
solve an equation. We already wrote the equation. This is the equation which the question wants. Now, what we will do?
We will solve.
Yeah, let's solve it. So I will rewrite the equation here and tell me what I will do.
We do -2 both sides to get rid of the
-2
2.
both sides. Here, guys, with Rashid, he did +5 because we have -5. But here with Khalid, we have +2. What we will do?
-2 to get rid.
-2 in both sides. Excellent. These are gone. Still what here, ya Khalid? 2x. And
2x.
here 130 minus 2, how much?
128.
128. Excellent, boy. Now what we will do to find x?
We will divide 2.
Now here we have multiply, so we will
divide
both sides by
2.
Exactly. So I'll divide both sides with 2. X will be 128 divided by 2 is 64.
64, yes.
So we wrote the equation, we solved the equation, we found the value of X. To check, focus with me guys, to check our answer, take this 64 and put it here up in a place of X. Now 2 multiply 64 is 128 plus 2,
130.
which is the same of this angle. If you take this answer and you put it in the place of X and these two values are not equal, then you have mistake here. Don't forget that.
Yes.
This is example 3, page 395. Now, after this example, we have check. You will do it in your book, guys, here. You will do it in your book. Here you will write the equation. Here you will solve the equation. Let's do it together. Now we have check page.
395.
Yeah, 395 also. I'll do it with Mr. Guys, I want new students. انتوا ليش ما بتشاركوا معي؟ ليش؟ Put your hands, guys. Put your hands. Put your hands. Malcolm.
Mister, can I solve with you?
Yes, and I want new students. يعني I always with Khalid, Rashid, Yazan. Where are the new students? What's the matter? يعني إيش المشكلة؟ طيب. Abdullah. Abdullah?
Yes, mister.
Abdullah, why you are not participating with me? Do you hate me?
No, mister.
طيب يا زلمة مالك يلا. Read with me the question. يلا شوف. Right. Abdullah, are you with me?
Yes.
يلا, we are on page 395. Do you have your book?
Yes, I have it.
Read. Right.
Write and solve an equation to find the value of x.
Now, do you understand the idea here?
Yes.
Yalla, tell me. Now we have, guys, this figure here. Okay. And we have two given angles. The first one, 2x plus 6. And the second one here, they wrote
80.
what?
80.
80. Now tell me, Abdullah, how we will find the value of x here? What we will do? Abdullah.
First, rewrite the equation.
Abdullah Habibi, fast, quickly, yalla.
Yes.
What we have?
Rewrite
What we
the
will
equation.
do? Yalla, what
Rewrite
we will do? Tell me. Tell me.
Between parentheses, 2x
ماشي.
plus 6. 2x plus 6.
يا ابني احكي مالك. Plus 6. ماشي. Equal what?
80.
Equal 80. This is the equation. Why you put them equal, ya Abdullah? Why? Because they are what?
Angles. Vertical.
They are vertical. They are what?
Vertical.
Vertical angles. Not because they are angles. A lot of angles here. But why they are equal? Because they are vertical. And this bracket, guys, no need to put it here. No need, okay? Now,
Okay.
what we will do to solve this equation, ya Abdullah?
-6 both sides.
Now, Mumtaz, now this is the equation. Now we will solve it here. So I will rewrite it. And I will do, as Abdullah said, -6 in both sides. These are gone, still 2x equal. How much 80 minus 6, ya Abdullah?
74.
74. Now what I will do to solve the equation, to find the value of x?
Divide 2.
Divide on 2 both sides. X will be 74 divided by 2, how much?
37.
37, Mumtaz. Now 37, guys, is the value of x. How we'll check our answer? Take this 37 and put it here in a place of x. Now 2 multiply 37 is 74. Plus 6, how much?
80.
Should be 80. This is the check page 395. Please copy it. And if you don't have time, check your inbox, guys. After a while, you will have it in your inbox. Now, we'll go to the second part, which is here we talked about the vertical angles. Now we'll talk about the adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. Now look here, guys. Focus with me. In this one here, we said 1 and 3 are vertical. 2 and 4 are vertical. Now the adjacent, look here. 1 and 2, they are adjacent. 2 and 3 adjacent. 3 and 4 adjacent. 4 and 1 adjacent. Okay, so in our graph here, if we have two intersected lines, I will call this 1, 2, 3, 4. Focus, guys. We said 1 and the opposite angle, the opposite اللي بقابلها يعني. 1 and 3 vertical, 2 and 4 vertical. But in the adjacent, 1 and 2, 1 and 4. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2, we call them adjacent. Adjacent. جيران يعني. جيران, okay? 2 and 3 also adjacent. 3 and 4 adjacent. And 4 and 1 also, they are what, guys? They are adjacent. So the adjacent angles in this figure, we have 4 pairs. 4 pairs. Pair means 2 angles, okay? Now 1 and 2 adjacent, 2 and 3 adjacent, 3 and 4 adjacent, 4 and 1 adjacent. But 1 and 3 vertical, 2 and 4 vertical. Now we said the vertical angles are equal. But how about the adjacent angles? Now look here, guys. Look at this note. The adjacent angles on a line, okay? The sum, focus, guys, focus. They are not equal here. They are not equal. The sum means the addition of them is 180 degrees. Why? Because look here, guys, this angle here, see this angle? The total angle of 1 and 2, it's a straight angle on a line. So this angle, the whole angle, 1 and 2, is 180 degrees. Yesterday we said the straight angle 180 degrees. Now, if you divide them into 2 adjacent angles, if you add them, the answer should be 180. So what we will do now, the vertical angles are equal. The vertical angles are equal. The adjacent angle on a line, on a straight line, the sum of them is what? 180. 180 degrees. Example. Let's go to example. Here, guys, I will go to the check, page 397. 397. Surah, go to the check, page 397, guys, quickly. The question said, select all the angles that are adjacent to angle 3. Who can tell me which angles are adjacent to angle 3 here from these angles? Talal. Talal.
Yes, Mr.
Yalla Talal. Do you know the adjacent angles?
And check 397.
Yeah, we are in 397. Yeah. Now the angle 3, the question wants us to know the adjacent of angle 3. Which one?
4 and 2.
4 and 2. Angle 4 and angle 2. Okay, guys? These are the adjacent. But what we call the angle 6, ya Talal, here?
Vertical angle.
Vertical with the 3. So angle 6 vertical with the 3. Angle 5 not. Angle 4 and 2 they are adjacent. So here you will select 4 and 2 as check, and the others will be wrong.
Mr. Number 1 what?
Number 1, it's adjacent for 2, not for 3.
Yes.
And it's not vertical to 3. Focus. Okay?
Okay.
Fine. Now I will give you example how to deal with the equations with the adjacent. Sorry. Now look here, guys. Look here. Example. To find the value of x. Find x. If we have this, here we have line, and 2 angles, and they are adjacent besides each other on a line. Okay, they are on a line. This one given by 5x degree. This one 5x degree, and this one given by 115 degree. 115 degree. Okay. Now these angles, they are adjacent. They are besides each other on a line. It's important to be on angles on a straight line. The sum of them is what? 180. Means if you add these 2 angles, the answer should be 180. So what I will write here, the equation, 5x plus 115, this angle plus this angle equal 180. This is our equation. Now I will solve it using the same strategy. I will subtract 115 both sides, and I will divide on 5. So here minus 115 minus 115, gone 5x equal, how much is this? 65. Now I'll divide both sides on 5, x will be 13. This is example. Now, what I did here, guys, I added the 2 angles. Why? Because here I wrote for you the sum. Sum means addition. Sum means addition. The verticals are equal, but the adjacent, no, they are not equal. We cannot say 5x equal 115. This is a small angle, this is big. They cannot be equal. But we can add them because they are the whole of this angle, guys. The whole, كلها هذه كم؟ 180 degree. Let's do example. I think example 4, I'm not sure. No, example 5. Example 5. Look at example 5, guys. What they wrote for us. They make something like this. Okay. And here they put 63 degree. And here they put what? 5x degree. Now focus, guys. And I will go to the book with you. Look here, example 5. We are on page 398. It's important. Please focus. Now here, it's not on a straight line. See this line? It's not straight. But what they gave us here, they gave us the total angle. Angle ABD. Look here, guys. ABD. كلها means 5x and 63. Together, they equal to what? What they equal? 128. So here it's different example. Why? Because my example here they were on a straight line, but here it's not a straight line. So they gave me all of this angle. They tell me it's 100 what? 28 degree. Means if you add these 2 angles, the answer should be this, not 180. When I use 180, if they are in a straight line like this one. Now let's add them. 5x plus 63 equal 128 degree. Why? It's given. It's given the whole angle. Now subtract minus 63 both sides and do the steps. X will be 13 also. This is example 5. We have check after example 5. Let's do it together. We have check after example 5. Let's do it together. We have check. Which page, Yabni?
Check page
398.
398.
398. Yeah, let's take a look, guys. Here we have this graph. Let's graph it. I have a straight line, and this cut it. And here they gave me an angle, and here they gave me an angle also. The angle 15 degree here, the small one, and here they gave me how much? 15x. 15x. Now this line, it's a straight. The two angles are adjacent on a straight line. The total angle is 180. So if you add these two angles, the answer should be what?
180.
180.
Yeah, let's add. So our equation is 15x plus 15 equals 180 degree. This is my equation. What I will do now, I will solve them. 15x plus 15 equal 180.
How we
Subtract
180?
both sides. Done. 15. This is x, sorry. Equal 180 divided minus 15. How much, guys?
165.
165. If you divide on 15, what's the answer will be? I don't know really. I will check.
Mister,
165 divided by 15 is 11 exactly. It is 11. So this is the check page 318, guys.
Mister, from where you got 180?
Yeah, Mister, we said if the two adjacent angles on a straight line, this is straight line, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The addition of them 180. If it is not on a straight line, the question will give you the total. Got it?
Okay, okay.
So we have either on a straight line or not. Not, the question give you the total. On a straight line, you should know the total. It is how much? 180.
180.
Now I need to finish this period. You know, it's only half hour, guys. Hope you understand it very well. You will find these exercises in your... How much time we have, guys, by the
10
way?
minutes.
Do we have 10 minutes? Are you sure?
Yeah, it says on the Zoom meeting.
لا
Are
لا
you
لا.
sure?
No, Mister, no, not exactly.
لا, Mister, we started at 12. It's 12:35. I think we are done now.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
says
we're
remaining
done.
meeting time 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's 30 minutes
Yeah,
only. Now, do your homework,
only
guys.
30 minutes, not 40. This Zoom meeting give us 40.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That's okay, guys. Do your homework. Don't forget that page 401. Any questions you can ask me in the next class, inshallah. And these exercises, you will find it in your inbox. Study them and ask me if you have any problem. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you, Mister.
Thank you, Mr.